I left my boyfriend and I've been traveling for 10 days and I've slept with 22 people in that 10 days. My goal was 20 and I just hit 22 this morning. It's 1 p.m. now here in Paris and I need to check out because I'm going home. I really doubt I'm going to get another one on the board, either on the plane or like on my layover. So I think 22 is where we're going to cap it out, but how did I go?
Happened is I got a teenage son and they're fucking obsessed with me. They fucking sing my songs in his school. They talk about like how hot of a mom I am. And my son's friends started finding my OnlyFans. So now it's hard for me to promote, and because now my son's going to school like getting teased and shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's hard having a teenage son and being a hot mom.
Kohalo Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who teach and rule well. Salutations to you brothers in the highways and hedges. Salutations also goes out to you brothers and few sisters that tune in to listen and learn. I'm the brother Malak from the Diligent Soldier Camp here in Boston, Mass. As always, I pray this lesson be edifying to the elect. The name of this one is Wicked Women Are Copious. Wicked Women are copious. Okay, and just a quick search or look up on the word copious, and it goes into abundant in supply or quantity. Okay, when you look around the earth, man, especially here in Babylon, most especially here in Babylon, man, the land of confusion, man, you see that this is very evident, man. Okay, and they have no type of shame. You know, they have no type of, nothing holds them back, you know. As a matter of fact, what they do have is encouragement and incentives, you know, and, you know, cannot even be held because of all that encouragement and sympathy towards that wickedness of women. You know, you can't tell them anything. And man, they're even like they're not able to have any type of shame. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like I'm not gonna say that they didn't have a chance, right? But the amount of wickedness that Babylon pushes, man, is so over the top that it's evident, man, why the Lord has to completely destroy this place, man, with no type of remorse, you know. And here it is. This land is beautiful, and though it is defiled and tainted with the blood of the Israelites, man, you know, the majority being so-called Native Americans that they've killed in the last couple centuries, man. But you know, you got you know, the house of Judah also here with their blood being spilled. So it's completely tainted, you know. It's completely, it has to be replenished, man, and cleansed. And the only way is by the indignation of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, hopefully I uploaded more than one video in the beginning of this that you guys caught, because there's just so many examples of you know, when staying in topic, there's so many examples of these women running amok, man, you know, with no type of what's the word, with no type of accountability, you know, no type of restraint. You know, these women are just out here, you know, just with that do as thou wilt spirit, which is totally demonic, you know, totally satanic, right? Which is contrary, adverse to not only the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, but his laws, right? And so what you have is this cesspool, man, of, you know, females that ain't worth a damn, man. You know, and our men are also caught up in there, right? You have a lot of these beta simp ass dudes that that actually like that and reward it, you know, literally reward it, whether it be financially or with these emojis, what they call emojis, which is little symbols that you could put on comments on these social medias, right? And I even think they have this new thing where you could gift people, I guess more special emojis or rare emojis or something. I'm not 100% sure. I personally never clicked on it, but the majority of pages that I do see it on will be just prostitutes, man, because by definition that's exactly what they're doing. Even if they never ever had even if they never laid with a man, that's exactly what these women do, man, from a young age. You got little girls reciting wicked music from these so-called celebrities, female celebrities that push nothing but the sexualization of Jake, right? Especially, and you see them singing after. They know the words better than their own mothers, and of course, man, this is vice versa. The same could be the said about men, right? But right now the topic is on the females, man. Okay. In particular, man, Eve, man, you so-called blacks, Latinas, and Native American women, and even speckled bird Eves around the world, man, around the planet, that take after what Babylon pushes, right? Because you have social media all over the world, and you don't see the type of women that we should be encouraging, or holding to, not so much holding to a certain standard, but as an example of a certain standard, right? Let's just get a few scriptures and just close out to prove the point. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 27. It says, "Behold," right? This is King Solomon, man. "Behold, this I have found, saith the preacher, counting one by one, to find out the account." Right? He was trying to figure different things out, man, and he was coming to the conclusion that everything was vain. A lot in this life is just vain, from youth to laughter to many other things. It's all vain if it's not according to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. It's really all vain, man. Until we get into the kingdom, right, where we're all acting right, righteous, and because you do need a balance, right? But in the kingdom, it's going to be perfected, okay, where we will be able to enjoy ourselves righteously, of course, okay. But here in this side, for the most part, everything is vanity. Now, this is what King Solomon said about the men and then the women. He says in verse 28, he says, "Which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found," right? One righteous man among 1,000, he has found to be righteous, to a certain extent at least, right? And then it says, "Have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found." Okay, so out of 1,000 women, he didn't find one that was worth a damn, man, that was in her correct mind, that was carrying herself the way that she should be carrying herself, and because all you see is examples, especially now in modern days, all you see is examples of just wickedness, because you take a look at other nations, the females in other nations, and yeah, for the most part, they're harlots themselves, right? But the laws were given to our people, right? We're different. But what the scripture says, man, that like evil was made even not evil. In so many words, Israel perfected wickedness more than the heathens. You know what I'm saying? Because we knew that we were going off, and we still did it. And a lot of people take after us. This is why you have, you know, the Cardis, right? And what's this chicken head's name? Meg the Stallion, right? And you got some chick named Suki or some shit like that. The other one that I don't know her name, she look like Young Thug, which is some effeminate ass rapper that now he seems to be looking masculine, but that's because he's, you know, he got his tail between his legs because he's in court for, you know, racketeering or some crazy shit, you know. Anyways, you know, King Solomon didn't find any back then. How much more now, man, when the vast majority of our women are just completely bug outs and going off, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, many times when they're in the truth, right, when they're so-called in, right, so-called in the truth, which is truth is the truth, right? But you got a lot of women that even though they're so-called in the truth, they don't carry themselves the way that they should, because they still mix this newfound truth with the world, right? As the scripture says to tell us, you know, that we have to put away that old man. A lot of these women that are in the truth, they don't put that old woman away. You know, they don't put their old ways out, and it's evident when you see how they carry themselves, the things that they glorified themselves with, you know, the type of validations that they seek for. You know what I'm saying? That's very evident, man. And it's all because of all the liberty that Babylon has given them, man, that Esau has given these women. Okay? They have no accountability. Therefore, they don't they think they don't have to give you any type of explanation. So they do what they want to do when they want to do it, man. Okay? Let's go to Ecclesiasticus, right? Also known as Sirach, chapter 25, verse 25. It says, give the water no passage, right? Just how you can control a little stream or something, right? Because, you know, you can't control a big river or anything, but you know, you can control something. It's giving you the comparison. Like, give no water no passage. Neither a wicked woman, right? Neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. Okay? A quick look up. Let's go look up what gad means. It says, go around from one place to another in the pursuit of pleasure or entertainment, right? Gallivant. That's what that means. Let me see if there's any other similar words for it. No, let's just stay with this one for now. Okay? So it says that let no woman have gad abroad, man. You know, you see that one chick that was talking about she broke up with her you know, boyfriend, which that's what Babylon gives you, boyfriends, girlfriends. Meanwhile, this is a grown woman, you know, and, you know, chances are she was with a grown man. But that mentality, man, because, you know, words have vibrations, you know. Anyways, to stick to topic, you know, but, you know, what did she go do after she broke up? She went to look for entertainment and pleasures, right? And that's exactly what gad means. Go around from one place to another, right? She said she went to vacation somewhere. I forget right now, but she went somewhere in the pursuit of pleasure or entertainment. And what was that pleasure? Sex, right? With what she said, 20 men, or she said 20 people, but, you know, I mean, it could have been a few women in there also. You never know. And she even says at the end that she doubts that she'll have another one. In other words, she's still open, you know, no pun intended, open to you know, getting worn out again. You know what I'm saying? For lack of another word, man. But, you know, it's gross, man. You know, and, you know, when we were all in the world as a man, I used to find a promiscuous woman, but I didn't even see them as a promiscuous woman, just like a down ass chick, like a DTF. You know, she's down to, you know what, man, down to have sex. You know, you would look at that as like as a cool chick, right? Like as like someone you'd be like, all right, cool. You know, I can hang with this one once in the blue or whatever. She's open minded. She's cool about shit. She's cool about that. But in reality, man, you know, when you come into this truth and you grow and you understand, it vexes you, man. You know, because you know for a fact, like, you wouldn't want to even touch a woman like that. You know what I'm saying? Let alone have her as a daughter, as sisters, as cousins, you know, aunts, you know, because of all you know, ages, shapes, and sizes, man. You know, is how they are here in Babylon. It's copious. You know, they're very copious. You know, large in quantities, man. No quality though. No type of quality, because a quality woman will be a fearful, shameful, right, and fearful woman of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man, and her Lord, which is her, you know, not only Yahushai but her husband. You know what I'm saying? And which is what that so-called boyfriend was really to her, you know. Even though, you know, the chick seems like it's an Edomite, but that's exactly how our women act also, man. The same exact way, if not worse. Okay? Let's get some more scriptures. You know, we're almost ending, so we'll go to this one real quick. Let's go to this one. This is the book of Sirach, right? Ecclesiasticus chapter 26. Let's go straight to the point, to verse 8. It says, a drunken woman and a gatter abroad causeth great anger. You know, she causes anger to her husband, to her father, if she's still living with her father, if she was still living with her father. You know, even if she's not living with her father, you know, like, how you think the father of that chick that just said that she slept with 20 men, how you think he feels? That's another thing. These women are just, and men are coming out saying all these outlandish, wicked things online without, you know, zero worries about how their family is going to be affected by it. You know, and in many times, it's cool with them if they was to find out, because I mean, that's the times that we're in, right? That's the excuse that some of them will use. You know. I mean, look at the other one, the woman that has an OnlyFans and teenage sons, and her teenage sons' friends have found her OnlyFans. You think that they're gonna have any type of respect for that dude, man? That dude is done. I mean, he might as well move, because anytime there's some roasting going on, he's the first one that's gonna get fried, man. You know. And if he gets into any type of arguments, guess what? Jake is gonna just point out his whole ass mom. I mean, you know, it's exactly what's gonna happen. And so he's gonna be fighting on his life unless he like does denounce her, or you know, he denounces her, or you know, never brings her up, never mentions her to anybody, or just completely leaves her out of his life. You know, but who's to tell that will happen? But again, you know, a drunken woman and a gatherer abroad causeth great anger. All right, and the child of that woman has to be in great anger, man. You know what I mean? By the things that he has to go through at school and in any type of social gathering, especially now after she made that video that she's in. Going viral on whatever social media platform she did it in, right? So it says, and she will not cover her own shame. They're shameless. She didn't cover it, man. You know, she's like, oh yeah, you know, I'm getting exposure for my music and this, that, and the third, but you know, I have teenage sons, and his friends have found my OnlyFans. So like now there's nothing left for mystery. Like they all know how your body looks with no clothes on, and you would think that she would mention how she shut it down, but I bet you that chick still probably has that open, man. You know, it's crazy, man. And she will not cover her own shame. Verse 9 says, the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids, man. Okay, haughty goes into proud looks, man. You know, because that's another thing. They're prideful, man. You can't tell them shit. But what does the scripture say, man? And it makes so much sense that the scripture says that pride cometh before destruction. A lot of these women are going to get caught up, man, especially now in these times that we're coming into, Jacob's trouble, you know. which we'll get that scripture, but a lot of them are going to get caught up in there, man. And what does the scripture say, man? That the Lord said, gave charge to the angels of death, man, to basically go after young and old, man. Both male and females, man. But a lot of women, there's more women than men, yo. You know what I'm saying? Israel is as the sand of the sea, man. You can't number them. This is how much we are. How much of us there is, man. Alive, let alone, all together at once when counting or including jakes that have, passed that are in the spirit world. So it says, if the whoredom of a woman may be known in her prideful looks and eyelids, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straightly. What does that remind you of? The scripture that we read before this, right? Which was Ecclesiasticus 25. You know what I mean? Hold on 1 second. Which is the chapter before it. Salakia. Which is a chapter before it that says, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gather abroad. You know what I'm saying? You can't, man. And those of you that have a wife, y'all know what I'm talking about, man. The majority of the friends that they have is a bunch of SLUT buckets, man. You know what I mean? Bunch of slut buckets, man. I'll just say it, whatever. And clearly they have no fear of the Lord. They're not with men that also fear the Lord, men of the Lord. So it's like, you get what you link up with as far as friends, man, friendship, right? So back in Sirach 26 now, verse 9 again, the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straightly. That word straightly, not like straight like an arrow, right? But straight like in a some sort of difficult situation where she can't get, out and go get abroad, man. You got to keep her in check, keep her in a short leash. You feel me? Lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. That chick that has all those that slept with 20 people, she has abused herself, man, because of all the liberty that she had. She wasn't doing that when she was with her boyfriend, right? Her so-called boyfriend. Verse 11. No, I think I'll leave it at that. Oh no. Let's go on. Let's go get a couple more here. Watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespasses against thee. Marvel not if she trespasses against thee. What the scripture says, your woman shall be harlots in the city, man. This is part of the curses, man. Okay, our women are out of order, so don't marvel, don't wonder so much about how she did you dirty, man. They're definitely capable of it, and you can't tell them shit, man, because the scriptures tell you that, they don't take no accountability, man. They're shameless. She'll start getting all upset and what they call gaslight you, man. Verse 12, she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler, right? Because she's going, from one place to another to look for pleasures, right? She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he has found a fountain. When a traveler finds a fountain, you open your mouth and you start drinking, right? Well, that's exactly how it's describing that woman. And drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. And that's exactly what that chick did. She hopped she was in a fucking cock carousel, as the beloved elder Malcolm says, man. And it's a perfect, analogy. You know what I'm saying? A perfect example to use for that, man. That chick, slept with 20 dudes, man. 20 rods in a week and some change, or whatever time it was, man. Even if it was a month, bro. A woman is said to be with one man for her life, and that's it. That's the way the Lord has it, unless her man dies, right, passes, and then she's loose from that that unity, and she could go and get another husband, you know. But it says, by every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. This arrow being rods, you know, men's penises, and her quiver is her cooch, man. You know, to bring it down to layman's terms. I don't mean to sound you know, lewd or anything, man, but that you know, she's super lewd, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. But Sirach 26, man. Now let's get you know, a lot of these women are gonna be blindsided, as I said earlier, man, by the times that are coming, the dangerous, perilous times that are coming. Okay? And a chick like this is gonna be left out on her own, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, women that lie on their husbands and get them locked up to stay with a house. Like as we were talking about Sunday at camp, man. You know, a woman did that to her man. You know, he started recording when the cops was there, basically explaining to him what has to be done. They didn't leave until he left. You know, it's messed up. Here it is, the guy's paying the mortgage. He has to pay the mortgage, I think he mentioned, in a few days. But he's not going to be able to even stay in that house. That's crazy, man. It's unrighteous, man. All right? Let me get boom, boom, boom. Salakia, 1 second. Let's get this one. Let's get Isaiah 32:10. It says, many days and years shall ye... matter of fact, let's do the scripture before that. It says, Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. All right? A lot of our women are at ease. They're chilling, man. They're cooling out. You know? No accountability. You know, doing whatever they want to do. Gadding abroad. Right? Hopping from one rod to another. You know, and cleaning her mouth and acting like she didn't do shit. And we didn't even get that scripture, but, you know, it says, rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. So, you know, the Spirit of the Lord, the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he's saying, you know, listen to me, hearken to my what I'm about to tell you. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, right? The beauty is going to fail. Once all hell breaks loose and there's, you know, you can't get no more MAC and more, you know, L'Oreal and all this different bullshit witchcraft that you put in your face. Your true self, the true bare face that the Lord gave you, that's going to show forth, man. You know, not that is ugly in many faces, unless the Lord, you know, unless the Lord just created you like that, you know, jacked you up for whatever reasons that he, you know, it's his will. But, you know, the true self of a woman, you know, her face, you know, her countenance, that's really going to show forth, man, how they truly are. And they're going to be unrecognizable many times. I mean, you're going to be running into people you know in all your life, and you know, and you try to talk to them, they're going to be like, who the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? Why are you knocking on my door? I don't give a shit that there's no food in your shit. They're gonna recognize your voice, and when they open that door, they're gonna think it's somebody else, man. So it says, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Okay, it's gonna get really, really bad out here. You know what I'm saying? It says, tremble, ye women that are at ease, man, because a lot of you are just taking it easy right now. All hell breaking loose all over the place. We just had the Super Bowl, and as the Super Bowl is happening, you know, this refugee spot that I think, you know, the 1948ers told Palestinians to go to, got bombed by the 1948ers, man. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. And a lot of things is going to happen over here, man. You know, they're going to have, oh, man, I always forget the word, concentration camps, man. That's going to come up. And you're going to be left in there with a bunch of men and women. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna see nobody you recognize, and even if you do go up in there with, you know, somebody, you know, the Lord can have it that you get, you know, snatched up by a group of men, because when all hell breaks loose, man, the first thing that goes is the wits of people, man. You know, they lose it when they lose everything. So it says, tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, gird sackcloth upon your loins, man. All right, you're gonna have to get ready for this. They shall lament for the hold on 1 second. This freaking internet is acting up. Now this internet is acting up, but I'll leave that particular scripture. It lets me go back. Tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins, man. Yo, it's gonna get so bad, man, that women are gonna look like, you know, these wicked women are gonna look like trash bags, man. All right, like garbage, man. And nobody's gonna help you. Nobody's gonna come to your aid. And in that time, man, that woman that has them OnlyFans, that woman that was ran through by that was consensually, she gave consent to be ran by 20 different people. You know, you're gonna get ravaged, man. Which you're gonna get grape. You take out a G from grape. You're gonna many times, man, multiple times, man. That's why the Lord is saying, rise up. You know what I'm saying? Because many years, and a lot of women are going through that now. You got women from years ago that been on some horse shit, and they get ravaged. You know, they get great. You know, the Lord's putting them through hell. You know what I'm saying? And how much more in these perilous times that are soon to come, man, in the very near future. Okay, in the very near future, man. Let's go to Jeremiah 31:22. It says, how long wilt thou go about, O backsliding daughter? For the Lord has created a new thing in earth, a woman shall compass a man. And this is exactly what's going on, where women are given all these liberties, right, by Babylon, and all it's really doing is playing to your demise, man. It's played to the decaying of the society, okay? And no accountability comes from them, because they don't, you know, guess what? They don't have to. You know, they get incentives, as I was saying earlier, man, for divorcing their man, only to become, you know, super harlots after that, you know, and they go right around you. This woman went right around her man, you know, the one that I was mentioning at camp, and filed a false domestic abuse report. You know, dude never touched her. You know, he said that. So allegedly he did. But I believe that he didn't. It's just the woman trying to stay with the house and keep him away, which is messed up, because once they know that they could do that, and they lose all type of love for a man, yo, and they just basically cold-hearted like that, they'll put you out, man, and take all your shit, you know. So women are the Lord made this new thing where women compassing men, okay. They don't gotta look for your validation. You know what I mean? As a husband, as a boyfriend, as a father in many cases too, man. You know, but the day's coming, man. This is Jeremiah 30:7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And the only females that are going to be saved out of it for childbearing, mind you, are the ones that are taking heed now. You know what I'm saying? And listening, you know, and praying for mercy, listening to Yahweh Shai, man, through the men of the Lord, right? And taking heed and praying without ceasing for mercy, man. Whether they be single, whether they with a man that's not right, or whether they're with a man that is a man of the Lord and is right in his mind. You know what I'm saying? That Jacob's trouble is right around the corner, man. We seeing it happen right now. I'll leave you with this last scripture, man. All right, because this is the type of man that you sisters, you akwaf, that are in this truth sincerely, right, fearing the Lord. You know, this is the type of man that the Lord is going to have for you, man. Whether you be, you know, so-called single right now, right, single without a man, and you know, even if you do have a man. Your man, if your man is a man of the Lord, you know, this is what's going to happen to that man. All right, if he's a part of the elect, because there, as I said earlier in Jeremiah, you know, the only females that are going to be saved is a part of the elect females, man, the elect women. Okay, for childbearing on top of that, but it's because they also have their minds right with the Lord, man. Okay, Isaiah 13:12, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man that than the golden wedge of Ophir. Now, the reason I brought that out is because this is a prophecy, you know, and it's happening too, you know. Right now we're going through these fiery trials, man, and fire and tough times make tough people, man. Okay, especially men of the Lord. You know, we're growing in this truth. We're taking out, the Lord's taking out those impurities from us through all these straits that He puts us through. Okay, and you know, we'll get to the point where we're in a blink of an eye, we'll be perfect, man. You know what I'm saying? But even before that, the Lord is going to make men a safe place to dwell with, man. You know, I forget the scripture right now, man. But yeah, it says a man shall be a hiding place from the wind, I believe it says. You know, roughly paraphrasing. I don't want to butcher it too much, man. But these are the men that the women are going to be flocking to, man. You know what I mean? And if it be the Lord's will, He'll have the sincere women, sincere sisters that are alone, right? That are single, or however the Lord makes it play out. You know, because you could lose your wicked ass man in the upcoming months and perilous times that are coming, and then the Lord will have you find a man of the Lord, man. If you've been doing what you had to do this whole time, man, you know, fearful and shameful, you know, not shameless and acting like whores, man. So I pray that this lesson was edifying. I pray that I made the point, man, which is like, don't do what these harlots is doing. Don't be like these wicked women, man. You know, because it's abundant, it's copious. Okay, these wicked women are very copious, man. Harlots are very copious. Bad examples, man, is very copious, man. Plentiful. But we gotta keep the spiritual eye and pray that the Lord keeps His spirit on us to be able to dodge all the BS, man, all the wickedness, man. So again, I pray that this lesson was edifying. And in closing, I want to give all honors and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who teach and rule well. Salutations to your brothers in the highways and byways. Salutations also goes out to your brothers and few sisters that tune in to listen and learn. Shalom.